May profits be upon you. We're going to take a look at the pound US dollar, pound US dollar. We might as well just jump right into it, right? Let's look at the RT money meter and let's see how the rankings have the US dollar. The US dollar is ranked number one again. It has been and continues to be the strongest of the currencies, right? Ranked at number one at 3.79 last week. It was at 3.95. And we can see that the US dollar has been moving to the side, right? But still remains the strongest of all of the other currencies, right? And the pound is at the opposite end of the spectrum. It is weak and getting weaker. Last week, it was ranked at number 6 at minus 404. This week, it was ranked at number 8 at minus 521. This one is not only the weakest, but it's getting weaker. It's trending down. All right, US dollar doing sideways action right now, but it's still the strongest. And I would put this one up against all of the other weak ones. The strong against the weak, right? And if you watch the previous video, the FX futures weekly outlook, I took a look at the individual currencies. I took a look at the pound just to see what the structure was, so I can get a better idea of just how weak it was. And if it's breaking structures to the downside, market structure to the downside, it's highly likely it's just going to continue more bearishly. Now, we're looking on the weekly right now, right? Now, what I want you to see is this point right here. All right. This is at 1.1411, right? This is the low from 2020. If we break this low, there's a lot of space in between between this low and the next opposing strong demand, and that's down here at 1.08850. All right, this is a target. I believe price is going to continue bearishly, and we're going to end up hitting this target. The first target I have is here at 1.1411, right? And that'll be to take out this demand zone. We are halfway through it already. All right. Now, again, this is the weekly weekly time frame, and we are in the extreme of a weekly and a demand zone for the daily. All right, this is the extreme, the daily extreme of a weekly, the weekly extreme of a daily and daily zone. Okay, we're at this is on the daily, and we're not in the extreme of the daily as yet, but we are working our way to, yes, we are now getting the daily extreme. All right, the daily extreme of the on the daily time frame. Okay, and we are hitting that now, and we're going to see if price will hold, if it'll find support here. We have a bearish leg of a structure, right? And this is the daily what do you call it, the daily trading range, all right, from swing high to swing to what we're waiting for this to find the bottom so we can say a swing low, but we have broken the swing low over here. Let you know that this market is still very bearish, very, very bearish, and we have some momentum going down there as well. All right, should price find let me get this open a little bit. Should price find some kind of support here, we're going to see price do something like this. All right, we got to see a break of market structure to demonstrate that price wants to turn around, and we'll wait for the return to impulse. All right, and that'll be that'll usually be somewhere around the bottom of the that impulse, the origin, if you will. And we can look towards taking a pretty high probability counter trend trade up to this opposing demand supply zone. Okay, and that would be the limit of it, of that drive. Okay, but I anticipate, my gut feeling is price will continue bearishly, and we're going to take this out. We're going to take this zone out. All right, and what I'm going to look for is some kind of reaction here. If we get that reaction, right? Let me use a different pen. That thing is driving me crazy. All right. If we get a reaction here, right, I'm looking for price. It may not come up here. It may not come up here. But if we get a reaction of some kind, and then price jams through, then we're looking at a supply zone that we can take on the retest. We can take on the retest and come on down. When price comes to mitigate that zone, we would have a very high probability trade, and I'll be very happy to take that trade every day, twice on Sundays. Okay, let's go down to the weekly and just take a look. And that is not what I meant. I meant to say the 4 hour. It is late, people. Please bear with me. I'm a little tired. Okay. We can see that bearish impulse that breaks that structure there. All right, we can see possible zones that price could pull back to if price finds its footing here. All right, and as soon as price reaches this zone, I'm going down to the 15-minute. I'm going to be looking for 15-minute confirmations, you know, that price may want to turn around. I'm looking for that. All right, I'm looking for that break of market structure to the upside, and I'm waiting for the return to impulse down to the demand zone that'll be here waiting for it, and we can take a high probability, you know, a relatively high probability counter trend trade to the upside. All right, and if price continues down, I'm looking for that jab step down, and I'm looking for the demand zone, you know, for the that reaction, and I'll look for the high probability pro trend trade to the downside. That's it. Those are the two scenarios. All right, there's only two scenarios that could happen. All right, I'm looking. My gut feeling says price is going to take this zone out. We're going to liquidate that low. We're going to liquidate this low, and the supply that be responsible for price coming through here, I'm looking to take that as a trade, you know, a trade launching spot. You know what I mean? That'll be my POI. But we gotta wait. We gotta look at price action and see how price action unfolds here. All right. This is a very important part, a very important point, actually. All right. So yeah, I might have brought this daily zone a little low here. Let me make an adjustment. The extreme of the daily zone. Yeah, you know what? I did. This is the extreme, and I do believe we're going to hit that extreme. It really doesn't matter if we move it or not, because we're already in it. If I move it up here, we're already in it. So, you know, and price is already traded into it already. This makes me think that price will take that low out. All right, we're going to be swiping. We already swiped this one, or we're about to swipe this low here, and I believe that if we come down here to sweep this low, then this one will go right after. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do smash the like button, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this setup, because I think it's going to be important. I think this is one of my favorite going into the next week. I think that we have a high probability of success with it. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.